Well, hello, welcome to What's Up Weekly. It's Tuesday. Glad you've joined us. There's a few things that we want to cycle through and some of the information that we've got going on in children, family, and student ministry. And we're just going to get right to it. This Friday at 6:30 is our Nerf night, Pat.
It sure is.
And we are pumped about that. And so if you've got a kindergartner through sixth grade-ish, they are welcome to come. And parents, this is not a drop-off event. You need to stay here and plan to be involved in the event with us. And so hope to see you at 6:30 here at the church. Feel free to bring a friend, a neighbor. It is all good. But every person needs to have some artillery.
There you go.
We're going to have a great time. Junior Revolution is an overnight winter event for 2nd through 6th graders here. We're taking students down to Scioto Hills for an overnight winter event. This is a great way, parents, for you to introduce your kids to what summer camp might be like in a really controlled way. So they're only spending one night down at camp as opposed to 5. So it's pretty good. Parents, you can register your kids for this event right from the events tab on our website, and we hope you do that. That also, continue to speak about camp, brings me to the early bird deadline for summer camp. And
I've had people ask me about that already, so I'm glad you brought it up.
We got these awesome brochures, and you can find one of these at the Kids Ministry kiosk in the North Foyer, and all the information that you need to know about Scioto Hills Camp is there. And I've heard about families actually grabbing these and like sitting down, and the kids are like, "Hey, I remember that kid," or "I remember her," and so it's super cool, lots of fun. And so anyway, parents, you can save lots of money if you just put your deposit down for summer camp by January 31st.
Okay.
All right.
Next week.
Yep. Yeah, it's coming up. I've got 2 more things. Second to last thing, Scott Brunz from Scioto Hills will be here, and he's going to speak to the AWANA kids on Wednesday, the 22nd of February.
How fun.
And so parents, if you've got questions about summer camp or family camp or anything like that, Scott will be here, and he'll love to interact with you about that.
Great.
Lastly, Mike Barnett taught in our Godly Home class on Sunday. And we've got all the slides from his class linked into the description box below. So if you're tracking with us vicariously and you're unable to be in our class, but you're following those slides, feel free to access them in the description box below.
Great. Parents, if your middle or high school student has not said anything to you yet about our big football game party, they don't have an excuse.
Not the Super Bowl party.
No.
The big football game
party. We're going to watch a football game that takes place on February 5th.
Right. Some people call it the Super Bowl.
Right, and they can.
We can't.
We can't. Right. We don't want to get sued, copyright infringement.
Right. Just for clarity's sake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But your students have received a small green piece of cardstock that has all the details on it. It's probably in a pocket or in their Bible somewhere, but they can find all the info about that on the church website. So we ask that they bring $5. That gets them dinner, gets them plenty of games. We're actually going to have some giveaways at halftime, maybe some gift cards, coupons for free laser tag.
They will not want to miss this.
Correct.
Right.
So it's going to be a great time coming up on February 5th, starting at 6 p.m. The other thing we want to make you aware of is a brand new segment here on What's Up Weekly called Table Talk, Food for Thought over Dinner and Dessert. Our producer Jordan Helwig helped brainstorm a little bit of this segment, and we've really designed it to help your family think about what God's teaching us here at Southgate. And we challenge you to take one meal this week to do 2 things. The first one is to pray a prayer similar to what Pastor Bobby prayed during the sermon on Sunday. Ask the Lord to show your family how you can direct people towards Jesus in your spheres of influence. And then the second thing we invite you to do is offer up a quote or point from the message and discuss that together.
Great.
So if you guys remember from this past Sunday, Paul was in Athens discussing in the town square with the people, and he observed their objects of worship. So we encourage you to talk to your students, ask them, what do you see your friends, classmates, teammates, what objects of worship do you see them giving their time, giving their money to, and then see what your students have to say. I'd be interested to hear what the high school and middle school students in our area are devoting their most time and energy to. They could be telling of their heart condition and what they're actually worshiping.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I love it.
Yeah. And then lastly, for bonus points over dessert, feel free to hone your useless knowledge. And now that comes in all shapes and sizes.
We've all got useless knowledge.
We do.
Right.
And sometimes it can pay off.
Right.
If you appear on What's Up Weekly, it might pay dividends
Definitely.
for you. So this week, Talk about why the Ohio Driver's Education Manual says that you must honk the horn when you pass a car.
That is a fantastically useless question.
I don't know why they say
But
it,
important.
but
It's the law.
it is.
Yeah.
Follow the law.
Okay.
Great, thank
Good.
you.
Hey, Pat, I didn't know if you knew this, but this is the National Week of Compliments.
How about that? Brian, I
Fantastic.
appreciate that. You always teach me something new.
You know what? I do what I can.
Thank you.
And yes, Mark Twain once said, "Man, your compliment threw me off."
How
Man,
about
I was,
that?
You know, compliments are so unnerving at times, but
Can
man,
be.
so worthwhile.
Good.
Mark Twain once said, "I could live for 2 months on a good compliment." Isn't that great?
That is great.
I think that's awesome.
How about that?
That's going to lead us into this game that we're going to play.
Great.
Now, the game is entitled Who Said That? But we already know who said that. It's Mark Twain.
Right.
And so we're going to use 5 quotes that Mark Twain is quoted saying.
Okay.
But we're going to fill in the blank. So 5 statements. We're going to
Great.
read the statement. We're going to fill in the blank. And may the best man win.
As always.
All right.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
Question number 1. Blank is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see.
Music. Doesn't make sense.
Kindness.
Or kindness. Okay.
Man, I was so close.
You were a lot closer than I was.
Yeah, well, here we go. Number 2, you got this one?
Don't let schooling interfere with your blank. Education.
Education.
Well
Learning. That's close.
That's close.
Not close enough.
Nah.
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah, here we go. Number 3. The secret of getting ahead is getting...
A lot.
Getting started. Getting started. Hey,
Oh,
I'm
well
on the
done.
board. All right.
Common sense there. Did you well.
All right, number 4. Here we
Number
go.
4. Blank is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Manners.
Failure.
Age. Okay, well. Took a stab in the dark there.
That was really bad. Number 5. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is...
I'm taking Brian's answer from earlier. Love.
A nuclear warhead. Oh, laughter. Of course.
Well, on this bright note, we're going to end the show.
Wow. You know, Jordan, I really encourage you on a fantastic game segment here today.
Again. Jordan comes through.
Well done.
Thanks
Hey,
for joining us.
We'll see you next week.